Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to solve a problem from isometric projection. Let me just read out the question and make you understand what has been given here and what needs to be drawn. Right? A sphere of radius 50 mm is kept centrally over a frustum of a square pyramid of side 120 mm at the bottom, 80 mm at the top, and having a height 100 mm, draw the isometric view of the solid. Right. So, the given data here, the object, say in the previous problems you could see only one object was there. Either it could be a cone or either it could be a hexagonal prism, isn't it? Sir, if you notice here, couple of solids are there. This is nothing but a compound solid or combined solid, right? Here, over a frustum of a square pyramid, a sphere is being centrally placed, right? Here object is a combined solid. So, combined solid of sphere radius, that is sphere radius. So, this is sphere radius, isn't it? So, sphere radius 50 mm and a frustum of square pyramid. Frustum means what? Say a cutting plane which is used parallel to its base. It's a horizontal cut, isn't it? So, frustum of square pyramid, isn't it? So, in the bottom it is 120 mm, right? This is bottom, and at the top it is 80 mm, right? And the height is 100 mm. 100 mm. This is height. Draw the isometric view of the solid. So, here solid is a combined solid. Over the square pyramid, there is a frustum of a square pyramid, sphere has been placed centrally. So, first I need to draw the orthographic projection, that is orthographic view, that is top view and the front view. That is a two-dimensional view, right? And that two-dimension needs to be converted into 3D, that is isometric view. So, VP, HP. See, as far as isometric projection is concerned, the object will be always placed on HP in a vertical manner, right? First here, look at the size of the object. Here it is 120 mm, 80 mm, 100 mm, which would be slightly the higher dimension. That is the diameter is very large. So, what I am going to do is I am going to consider a reduced scale. So, 1:1, 1:2 I am going to consider. The scale what I am going to use is 1:2, which is nothing but 1/2. Whatever dimension is here, I have to draw half of the dimension. So, here the base of the square pyramid is 120, therefore, I need to consider only 60 mm. So, take 60 mm square. Square of 60 mm. Right. So, I have to name it here A, B, C, D. Clear? Next, on the top it is 80 mm. On the top it is 80 mm. So, 80, how that can be drawn here? So, choose the center here, there is a midpoint and midpoint of this one. So, now you got the center here. Now, it is totally 80, right? But I have considered this scale 1:1. So, total it is 40 mm. So if it is 40, the 20 should go here, 20 should go here, so the total length would be 40. So take 20 mm in your radius, that is the compass, right? So here cut an arc, 20, 20, 20, 20. Now draw a parallel line to the periphery or the XY line. Draw a parallel line. Now draw a vertical line. Right? Of this is total, now it is 40 mm because I have considered scale 1:2, but the actual dimension is 80 mm. Right? In addition to this, a sphere of radius 50 mm is placed centrally over the frustum of the square pyramid. So, since scale is been used 1:2, I have to take radius 25 mm because here it is radius is 50 mm. After considering the scale, so you will have to take half of a dimension, which is 25 mm. Take 25 mm in your compass, right? Draw full circle. Draw a circle. Draw a circle. Right. Now I am going to darken all the visible one. So the circle, don't overdraw. So you just remove it, unwanted lines. Now I am going to draw the top base, that is here. Right. Now the base, there is a bottom base. Right. So as being pyramid, it has slant edge, isn't it? So just connect these two corners. Connect these two corners. There is a bottom and the top base, you just connect it. Right. So I am going to give the naming for the top base, that is, here I have given ABCD, therefore I am going to give this as P, Q, R, S. Look at here, when I just look at from the top, sphere would be visible and the frustum of the square pyramid is visible in this manner. Now I need to draw the front view, for which I have to take all the corners, that is the projectors vertically upwards, Take vertically upwards, everything, each and every. So including the sphere, everything, take vertically. And the axis. How the axis needs to be represented? Long line dot, long line dot, long line. This is how the axis needs to be. So what is the height of the frustum of the square pyramid? It is 100 mm, isn't it? So from the XY line, take 100 mm radius and cut an arc. So now just close it. Close the boundary. So as being pyramid, you have the slant edge, isn't it? So where there is a 80 mm, here is the 80 mm, right? And the base is 120 mm, right? So just connect it. Just connect it. Right? And the top connected. And the base connected. So this is the frustum of the square pyramid when you look at from the top. And when you just look at from here, what other things would be visible? When you just look at from here, A, B are visible, isn't it? So A dash, B dash are visible, C and D are invisible. This is, I am talking about the bottom base. So C, D are visible. Next, P, Q are visible. P dash, Q dash are visible. R and S are invisible. R dash and S dash are invisible. Now, the frustum of the square pyramid is over. Next, the sphere which is placed over the frustum of the square pyramid needs to be drawn. So, of radius 50 mm. Since I consider the scale 1:2, allowed to take half of the radius, that is 25 mm. So, from here take 25 mm and this is the center of the prism, sorry, the sphere. So, now take 25 mm as radius, just go for a full circle, go for a full circle. Right. So, now just darken it. So, over the frustum of a square pyramid, a sphere has been placed. Clear? So, now the top view and the front view are over. So, this is a combined solid, because combined means combination of 2 or 3 solids. Here, as far as this diagram is concerned, only 2 solids, which is nothing but the square pyramid and a sphere. So, 2D is over. Now, I need to convert this into 3D, right? So, for which let me just draw a baseline. Now, since it is already in the form of square, isn't it, or you kind of have a box. So, the method which is adopted to construct the isometric projection or isometric view is a box method. Look at here, it's already box is there. So, I am going to use the ABCD as a periphery. So, let me just choose A here. Let me just choose A here. Clear? This A I have placed here. So, now keep a protector in this manner and choose 30 degree on the both the sides. Now, draw a line of any length. Draw a line of any length. Of any length. Extend it. So, it should be drawn with 2H pencil. That is the construction line. Now, measure the distance between A and B. Measure the distance between A and B and cut an arc. This is B. So, that is the base. So, first you will have to draw the base, right. So, now measure A to D and cut an arc. This could be D. And now measure the distance between D and C, keeping it here, cut an arc. And measure it from B to C, cut an arc. So, the intersection point is nothing but C. Now, connect the line. Connect it. By doing so, the base has been generated. Look at here, ABCD, that base of the pyramid is being formed here. Right. Now, what is next? So, I need to draw the top of the pyramid, that is a frustum, for which let me just project vertically for the height of 100 mm. That is a height from the bottom base to the top base. So, take 100 mm. Before that, you will have to, what you have to do is you will have to draw a perpendicular line to the base. Perpendicular line to the base. Since it is a square, A and C will lie on the same line as being square, because it is a 120 mm, 120 mm, right. So, it is a square. So, A and C will lie on the same line. Extend it. Now, take 100 mm in your compass, 100 mm in your compass, keep it here, cut an arc, and keep it in A, cut an arc, keep it at C, cut an arc, and keep it at B, cut an arc, somewhere here. Now, connect all the lines. Clear? So, now the box has been constructed, the base and the top. there is a bottom base and the top base has been constructed. Now look at here. The square of 80 mm should come here. How that is possible? So couple of methods can be followed. What you have to do is you have to just extend here and same thing needs to be drawn there, or just find the midpoint here, midpoints, and connect it. Now take 40 mm, which is considered as a totally 80, one side it should be 40, and the scale is considered, so it should be 20 mm. The total should be 40 mm, both the sides of 20. So take 20 mm here, cut it here, cut it here, cut it here, cut it here. Now draw parallel line to this. Parallel line to this. Now parallel line to this. Right. Now look at here. This is the 80 mm. So top base has been formed here. So don't do any dark line, or that means don't mark any dark lines, because a sphere is going to be placed over the frustum, isn't it? So a sphere. So for which, to draw the sphere, IR needs to be find out. IR is nothing but the isometric radius. Isometric radius. IR is nothing but isometric radius. For sphere. So which is nothing but 0.82 into radius. That is sphere radius. So 0.82 into, that is 50 mm, right? That is 41 mm. Here you have considered the scale as 1:2, therefore half of it, which is 20.5. So 20.5, from where you have to take it? From the center. So look at here, this is the center. This is the center. Take 20.5 in compass, cut it, it would come somewhere here. Right. Now take radius of 25 mm. Why radius 25 mm? Because here the radius is 50 mm. I have considered the scale, so half of the radius, which is 25 mm. 25 mm, and keep it at this is the center. This is the center, not this one. See, as far as sphere is concerned, after finding the isometric radius, we just marked here. Now this is the center of the sphere. Now draw a full circle of radius 25 mm. Draw a full circle. Right. Now darken the sphere. So sphere, when you just look at from anywhere, that is when the top or side or front, you could see the sphere shape as circle. Clear? Now just the top, whatever left over, so that needs to be darkened. So this is the top. Now just name it here. What is PQRS, isn't it? So if it is A is here, P would be here, and Q would be here, and R would be here, and S would be here. Now connect the slant edges. A, P, connect it. Next, B, Q, connect it. Next, D, S, connect it. Next, RC is just behind it, so need not to show the dotted line. Next, the base. So we just darken the visible edges by doing this. So now look at here, this is the frustum of the square pyramid. Over a sphere has been placed. So with this, I have completed the 3D, that is isometric view, not projection. This isometric view I have been constructed here. Next, what I have to do? I have to do the dimensioning here, for which I have to specify the top base as 80. So when you just do the dimensioning, you have to do the actual dimension, whatever is given in the question. Though you have considered scale 1:2, the actual measurement to be marked here, right? So here it is 80, and extent is, here it is 120, right? Next, the height of the frustum is 100 mm. Frustum is 100 mm. What about the sphere? For circle, we used to mention, so pi for this diameter and rs radius, right? When it comes to sphere, you will have to mention s pi, which is nothing but sphere diameter. SR means sphere radius. Here I am going to mark the radius. Here I am going to mark the radius of the sphere. So SR 50, SR 50, which is nothing but sphere radius 50. Clear? So look at here, all the dimension, whatever reflecting on the question I have transformed here. But you have considered scale, so that needs to be captured here. So that is very, very important, because as being an engineer, the diagram should be very clear. The diagram speaks. So 1:2. Then all dimensions are in mm. So don't get confused, and you need not to show the scale here. See, at the bottom, that is the right bottom of the drawing only, you have to do the notes, that is all dimensions in mm, scale, whatever scale you have considered, whether it is true scale or reduced scale or enlarged scale, or when it comes to isometric projection, you have to show the isometric scale. Hope you have all understood how to draw the combined solids of isometric projection. Thank you.